Hello, I'm late. I look terrible. Oh, jeez. I'm kind of hoping that this doesn't happen till Sunday. Hi, Sylvia. How are you? Let me go close the door. I can hear my husband, which is not a good thing. Oh, how are you? What's going on? Is everything good? My son finished college today, and it feels very weird. Like, very weird. I miss you too. We need a little play date this weekend. It's supposed to be. Let me give you an idea of the temperature that we're looking at for tomorrow, just for fun. 11 would be the high, and the low would be -1. That's not wind chill. Maria, I'm moving, and I'm gonna be living with your animals on the farm for this entire winter. Yeah, he graduated today. My son finished college today. It's insane. Oh, thank you, Maria. You're very sweet. You guys, I have a whole new plan for 2026, and I'm very freaking excited about it. I figured out my lane. I have a lane. I'm really happy, really excited, really looking forward to it. Oh, so Sylvia, we need to talk this weekend. I'm going to be home is basically what I'm saying. It's going to be anywhere from -1 to all the way up to 12 degrees. It's just like, I don't even know what the wind chill is going to be, but it's not promising. And my son comes home on Monday. College is university, yes, and it's his undergraduate degree. So he will have finished university and will go to law school next. Your college is your high school. Wow. Okay. So he did his high school, and then he went to a 4-year university, but he graduated in 3.5 years. So he's coming home Monday, which would have been the start of his holiday break, except he's done. He finished early. He went to summer school and he took extra classes because he wants to travel and enjoy life before he goes to law school. I said to my husband, I'm like, you are not going to be having him work for you like every single day. This is his time that he earned. Because he's like, I don't know. I mean, he's going to learn how to drive the van and make some deliveries and blah, blah. I'm like, you guys work it out, because that's not what he wants to do. I highly encourage the traveling. He's got a big trip planned to Japan. So we have to do the dates for that when he gets home. And then because there was a huge hurricane in Jamaica this year, the area of Jamaica that we go to, the beach part of it, I guess, did fare decently compared to a lot of other places. But the problem is that where we go, the people have to live somewhere, and where they live is what was completely destroyed. The pictures are, it looks like a nuclear bomb went off. Like, there's no vegetation, no housing. There's just rubble. It's incredible. It's wild. There was an area of the beach where they showed concrete, like concrete structures were just pushed out with the water force. That's what happens when like that swell comes in. It's insane. And I can't go lay on a beach and enjoy myself when they have no electricity, no water, no food, nothing. And we're doing the best we can from here, trying to help. We've known people for almost 25 years of going down there. 24 years. It really is. And the news cycle that we are in is so insane that the things that we should be focusing on, like people without homes that were already so poor that you can't stand it. Instead, they have to show, I don't even know what they're showing right now because I won't watch the news, but it's like a no-go for me. I do not do well with news at all. My nephew, he did an early decision. And if you guys don't know what that is, when you apply to colleges, you get one school that you can call your early decision. And if you get into your early decision, you are going there. Like, that's the rule. So my nephew did an early decision at University of Miami, and he got in, and he is in their biology program, pre-veterinarian. He's going to minor in, I forget the name of it, but like marine mammals, I think was what it was. And they have like a whole area where you go like at the ocean and actually work with animals. I'm so excited for him. He's such a great kid. He's so smart and he's the baby of the family. I know I have a hurricane. We have a family hurricane. I'm really excited for him. It's going to be awesome. Felice, did you make it to Florida? Did you escape? I agree with you. I understand that the tourism is necessary, but difficult reality to live with. So how would someone be able to vacation, relax, and enjoy themselves? I don't know, but no one that we know from all, like every year is going. So nobody wants to take resources away. Oh, Felice, I am so jealous. I'm so jealous. It's only 25 here right now. Tomorrow's going to be really bad. How's your dad, Felice? Oh, goodness. I got to pull up my Instagram. Okay. You're not even going outside other than to walk the dog. What do you mean you're not even going outside? In Florida or here? If I was in Florida, I'd be like laying on the ground. Oh, I just need some sunshine, like the kind that you can feel. How hot was it today, Maria? You need to tell us. Guys, if you have not checked out Sylvia's Substack, it is absolutely an embarrassment of riches. You've got to check out her Substack. Will you put a link in here, or can I? Let's see if I can. Let me put a link. Here we go. All right, guys, I'm putting a link in here. Be sure to check out Sylvia's Substack. It's been amazing. You've been using the new Westman Atelier. Felice, I have been. And I pulled out this today and I played with it with the Chanel, like together. You can really work out like a very purple look. I mean, like purple, anyone? Because I love it. Goodbye, clean girl aesthetic. Hello, makeup. Like makeup for fun that has colors. It's kind of exciting. Thank God you said daydream the other day because I was like, I've just been like beiging lately. A whole lot of taupe. Oh, Sylvia, you are doing such great stuff over there. You want that TF quad? From what I understand, most places have the Tom Ford palettes like half off because they're clearing them out for the new ones. The Daydream is so much richer than the Nuit Astral. It is. The colors are much more committed. I mean, you really get some nice pigment. It really is. And this is the wet dry formula too. So you can like amp it up with a little setting spray. What did I do with? Okay. I feel like this Chanel palette is like a great topper. And I mean, I know a palette shouldn't be a topper, but it really is a much less pigmented palette, but in that reflective way in person, it's very pretty. But I'm starting to wonder, like, as I get older, I feel like when I know I don't look great in warm tones, but I'm starting to think maybe like more neutral, because if I all cool it, I start to look like almost, I don't know what the word is, like 90s, but not in a good way 90s. These are really pretty though. It's going to be very interesting to see what happens this year. You know, it's going to be, I think it's going to be interesting. I think we're going to see a lot more makeup, like makeup. Do we have any predictions? I've seen a lot of people trying to guess. The crazy thing is that all the palettes are already decided. So whatever they are, they are. I love the wet dry formula. It's so good. It'll be interesting to see how the new quads are. The new Wheat Astral looks like Maybelline blue from the 70s on you. Oh my God. See, and this blue, like, I dig it. It's fun. It's like what I have like in the middle. It's really, really pretty on top of purple. Like when you get the behind it pigment. You know, it's funny. Everybody has so many things to say about Tom Ford and everything, but Estee Lauder's been in charge of Tom Ford the whole time, even when he was around. I mean, Charlotte Tilbury was like the one that was doing all the really creative stuff. I feel like my crease is creasy. We just went out to dinner. I was in the mood for some seafood, and so we went to a place by our house that had the best fish tonight. I had snapper, and it was grilled with like green beans. It was so good. That's because you have light blue eyes. Looks cheap on you. My eyes are green. But I don't know. It's not a very expensive look. Like, I don't think I would wear this to a formal occasion, but we just, live in the suburbs and had dinner. Where am I going? I have all these tops that like we were going to bring on vacation that are like sequins and stuff. I'm like, okay, I don't know when I'm going to be wearing these. I need a new purse. Does anybody have any recommendations for a bag that's not really expensive? Something that holds a lot of stuff. I like to bring stuff with me. You know how I feel about your eyes mesmerizing. Oh, thank you, Sylvia. That's sweet. My sister, she has 3 boys, and her husband is half Filipino. His mom was from Manila, and his dad is a Russian, Romanian, Lithuanian, something, all Eastern Europe. She has 3 children. The first one looks just like my dad. Oh, stop it. The first one looks just like my dad. He looks like 100% what we call like the honky look, because he just is so white, like my dad. He's got blue eyes. The middle one, green eyes. Green eyes. And looks almost Hawaiian, like he got a little bit of both. Her youngest looks 100% Filipino, brown eyes. A blue, a green, and a brown. They all came from the same place. I can't wait for my son to get home. I don't even know where to take him. Like, I don't know what to do that we're not going to be away to celebrate his birthday and graduation and everything. I'm sort of stuck. Just stuck. Genetics are fascinating. It's incredible that you can have 3 kids that are so different. Please, they aren't real. I need to pay for contact lenses to get a shape generically close to hers. Oh, stop. You have beautiful, beautiful eyes. My eyes look tired tonight. Like, I just feel like, But I want to show you guys something cool. Everybody get your phones out. If you're on a computer, grab your phone. If you're on your phone, get on here so that you have Instagram open. Because I'm going to show you guys some new things that are really exciting. Let me pull up mine. Let me know when you're ready, because you're going to want to be able to do this along with me. Give me some kind of a sign in the chat so you can multitask. Anybody ready? So what I'm thinking tonight that I want to show you guys is how to be better in control of what you have to see on Instagram. They are making it easier for us. They've come up with a new thing that will be starting in Reels, but it will go to search and stories as well. Instagram. Yes, we're talking about Instagram. We're going to learn how to see what we want to see, or see more of what we want to see. Okay, I just want to give you some background. Instagram is rolling out this thing that will help you control your algorithm. You know, everybody's always asking how they figure out what to feed you. You get to have a say now in what they're feeding you, which is really interesting and exciting and insightful to see. It's not like a hack or anything. This isn't something that you shouldn't be doing. This is something that they rolled out this week. And it's not going to be 100% because they're still going to throw some things in there that are trending or something that happens. You know how like it works on Instagram. But instead of feeling bombarded, at least when you're going through Reels right now, you are going to be able to take control of things that you want to see. For instance, if you were going, let's say, to plan a vacation to Bali, and let's say we were going to Bali, we wanted to look at Bali hotels, we want to look at adventures that you can do there, maybe guides, maybe who's a good driver, like all the things that you're wondering. You can put Bali into your algorithm now. Let's say you don't want something like me. Let's say you don't want to hear about politics when you're on Instagram. You can put all the topics of politics that you don't want to see into Instagram now on your Reels. Let me pull up my screen. Okay. So you guys, when you're looking at yours, this whole thing over here, can you see like my mouse moving? You can't. Okay. The line of things, the house, the magnifying glass, the compass, all that stuff. Sometimes it's on the bottom and sometimes it's on the side. Is everybody ready? Okay, so you're going to want to click on the one that takes you to Reels. I have my volume, I think, turned off, which is probably smart. Okay. Well, I don't know if it's smart. I don't know if it'll mute me. Okay, so here's my Reels tab. I wonder if I'm going to be able to do this on here. Hold on 1 second. Okay, hang on. I'm like, give me 1 second. Shoot. Hold on, guys. I'm figuring it out. Hold on one second. Be right back. Change of direction. You're not able to do this on a computer yet. This is only for mobile, apparently. So I'm going to talk you through it anyway because it's important stuff. If you click on your Instagram tab and take yourself to your reels so that you're wherever your reels are. I mean, it's great. This girl is hilarious. She imitates Claire Danes and she'll do like Claire Danes, like trying to do a dentist appointment or whatever. She's exactly like her. It's really funny. All right, up at the top, it'll say Reels, and then it'll have your friends. Next to your friends, there are two little lines now with hearts. Can you guys find that up at the top right corner? You have to be looking at your Reels. So if you're not in Reels, you're going to click on the little movie looking guy, the little tiny like movie arrow. When you click that, it'll take you to Reels. And up in the top right corner, you're going to see that there are two hearts. If you touch the two hearts, it will open up to your algorithm. It'll say, lately you've been into, and then it'll tell you. So mine says, lately you've been into bold makeup looks, witty social commentary, and legendary rock music. So it'll tell you what you've been watching, which is hilarious. But underneath it, it says, what do you want to see more of? And it will show you what the algorithm thinks you want to see. You are now able to click on these things. So like right now, mine says eyeshadow. This is what they think because it doesn't have the little marker. Eyeshadow, satire, Fleetwood Mac, e-commerce, Chris Cornell, Jamaica, skincare, sarcasm, self-care, and Stevie Nicks. But I was able to add things. So if you want, like I put in here, travel, cooking, fashion, books, classic rock, luxury fashion, beach vacations. You can now add to your algorithm whatever it is you want to see more of. If you're planning a trip to Bali, if you're going to the zoo, if you're looking for a recipe for lasagna that'll knock everybody's socks off, maybe you have to make a dessert for a party. You can put that into here now. And then underneath it says, what do you want to see less of? So you can click the add button. You can type in like politics. I don't want to see any damn politics on here. You can put that in. If you're getting, let's say you were on the hunt for the best washing machine and you've been looking at washing machines for days and your feed does not know that you bought the washing machine and you don't want to see washing machines anymore. You can go and remove that from your algorithm. This is going to be rolling out in pieces. So the first piece is the reels, and then it will be part of search and part of stories. You are going to have far more control of what is coming at you in your feed. And I think that that is huge. The reason behind all of this, my thinking, is that AI is going to be stealing away a lot of the foot traffic that they're used to getting, because people can totally decide what it is that they want to look at. You can go on your ChatGPT or your Gemini, whatever AI tool you're using can search out these things for you really, really quickly. But sometimes you just want to scroll and you want to see what's going on. You want to see what people are doing. But maybe you're getting way too much foundation. You're so sick of foundation, you can't look at it anymore. You can put that in the you don't want to see pile. If you plan a trip and you're all excited and you have all the places in here, that can be in here. When you're done, you can take that out and load in the next thing that you want to do. So this is going to be totally something that you can adapt. It will tell you what it is that you've been looking at. I don't want to get demonetized. Okay. So it's kind of funny to see what it is that you've been looking at. How strange you don't see any of the features on yours. Okay. If that happens, let me show you what you need to do. They are rolling this out, and it's going to take some time to have every user, okay? But you can go up to your apps tab. I learned this from my son. Don't think I know all this stuff. When you tap on apps, whatever your picture is, or maybe your initials, if you don't have a picture, if you touch that and scroll down, it will show you all of the apps you have that need to be updated. You can click the update all. It'll also show you what updated recently and what needs to be updated. So once you update your app, you should be able to get these. So go to apps. I'm sorry. Go to the A for the App Store. Touch your picture. Scroll down till you start seeing your apps and click your update all. Then you can close out Instagram and open it back up again. It will only be like this right now in Reels. You have to make sure that you're in Reels. Like if I went right now to like my stories or just to my regular feed, there wouldn't be any hearts. There would be nothing here. You have to click on the Reels. And anytime you scroll through the Reels, up at the top right, you should have these two little lines with the hearts. What a cute little muffin face. That's not my muffin face, though. Once you tap the little hearts, it will tell you your algorithm, and you can add things or subtract things from here. And I think this is progress. I think it's a good direction. If you are not following Mosseri, let me spell that in the chat. I'll pull him up. Adam Mosseri is the head of Instagram. And every Friday, he takes questions. But if you follow him, he also gives you updates about Instagram. So this week, let's see if it's still on here. He started posting people's, what they're saying.
No, you cannot edit a reel
Hold on.
after you post it. You can change the caption, you can tag people, or you can add someone as a collaborator, but you can't
I
actually
think it
edit
gets
the photo
echoey.
itself. If you go to So right now, the Your Algorithm feature only works for the Reels tab. So if you go to the Reels tab in the bottom, and in the top right, you'll see some little sliders with little hearts.
Hold on.
If you are flipping, so right now, the Your Algorithm feature only works for the Reels tab. So if you go to the Reels tab in the bottom, and in the top right, you'll see some little sliders with little hearts. Tap on that, and you can see what we think you're interested in, and you can make adjustments. You can add things, and even add things that you don't want to ever see in the future. And then you'll quickly see that be reflected in your Reels experience. We're hoping to quickly bring this to both the Explore tab and to the main feed over the next couple of months. There is no perfect schedule, unfortunately. I try to post a few times a week. I usually
basically the only place that you can do it right now is Reels. I want to see if he keeps posting people's.
All right, back. All right, it is almost 4, and I'm definitely not done with the things I need to do at the office.
The other day, he started posting what people were putting in their feed. Was everybody able to find theirs, or are you still not finding it? Did anybody find their little hearts? Your little heart's desire? If the feature's rolled out, I'm sure I'll be seeing it in just a few days. I had to restart my phone to get mine to work. But you should see it, and you should be able to take some control over what you see. There are some things that don't have a topic that's as drilled down as what you're asking for. Like I tried to put in the town that we go to in Jamaica, and I couldn't, so I had to do Jamaica as something that the algorithm can follow. So sometimes you have to think bigger and sometimes smaller. You're trying to get a grip with the new iPhone update. It's hard. The new iPhone update is a little bit, takes you a little bit to get used to because everything seems sort of 3D. But I'm telling you, this feature is going to be a game changer because you will be able to have a say in what is being fed to you on Instagram. And on TikTok, they do not have this. My guess is they're going to have to roll out something like it. I just feel like every time one platform gets something, the other ones feel like they have to go run and do it. And then everybody's kind of doing the same thing, which makes like no sense to me at all. For me personally, TikTok makes me crazy. It makes me want to crawl out of my skin. I absolutely cannot stand the rolling on top of my phone cord. It's so just, I don't know what the word is. I'm going to go with obnoxious. It's just obnoxiously in your face because they only have 3 seconds to get your attention before you have to stop on, each person. It's just not for me. Oh, Molly's texting. You have to fill me in. Tell everyone hi. I'm at a Christmas movie themed dinner with all the kids at a brewery. Hope the live is fun. Oh, have the best time, baby. Oh, it's so nice when you get to get your family together. Okay, so If you're on a computer, you won't see the heart icon. They always test the new controls on mobile first. I have done everything I can to stay away from TikTok. What's terrible is that most of these companies that want creators to have one for PR purposes. I know. Here's the good news and the bad news on that. The good news and the bad news on that is that you are not going to be able to use TikTok as the one thing that shows AI who you are. And we'll talk more about this. I don't want to like totally get into the discussion, but AI is going to be the biggest thing this year. And it's going to change the way that you are able to search for things. And the good news for you, Sylvia, is that you're positioning yourself with Instagram and Substack. And they're saying that that is going to be the best combination for the coming year. And then there are some other steps also. So I've tried a lot of things on here that I've not been comfortable with. I'm not very good at selling people. I think I'm better at finding the really good things and talking about them. Yes, I love that. You're distracted at the moment. Don't worry. AI is gaining some serious momentum, very scary in my opinion. I agree. I was just talking about this, I think with Felice, that it's like you don't know anymore what's real. You get like a weird feeling. I feel like you still kind of know when something's AI, like it doesn't, the eyes or something's weird, something's off, something's almost creepy feeling to me. But I do think the technology is going to get to the point where you won't be able to tell. It's kind of like when you see Charlotte Tilbury right now. Oh, Marianne, I love a lot of things about you. Terrible at this. So it's been kind of a weird journey that I've been on. I went back to teaching, which I hadn't done in a really long time, just to kind of give you where I was. I taught for about 13 years before I had my son, 12 and a half. And I took time off for him, and we decided I would be a stay-at-home mom. And then I went into my whole volunteer phase where I was the volunteer of everything. And when he started to get older, and I did some things like I had a preschool job for a while, and then they didn't need the extra class. And I worked as the director of the YMCA where we live for like a year and a half. I ran their camp. I redid their whole curriculum for like early childhood education that they had and all the children's programming that was there. And I went back to teaching, and we had a family issue that meant that I needed to not teach, and I had to resign my position. And when I did that, it sort of shut the door for me on education because of my age and because everything that I believe in about education is upside down right now. I'm just not comfortable with where the philosophy is right now about education and teaching. And I feel like I had a really amazing experience when I was young, creating this new magnet school that was all literacy, reading and writing, taking these kids that were at the bottom and putting them up on top. And it was a journey. And literacy has always been my thing. I have always I wanted to be a teacher from the time that I was so little. And I went back during COVID, and that was challenging, teaching on the computer. I don't think anything weirder or worse. The one thing about teaching is that you never see what happens in anybody's house. And when you're on like this, at least the way that we were with 100, it was like the Brady Bunch times like 1,000. And you had all these little faces, and all they would be is, Mrs. Bernstein, you're on mute. And, taking off the mute and trying to just figure out how we were going to communicate with each other was a lot. And you've got a class of like 30 kids in front of you. And it was something else. But I love teaching, and I've taught adults. I've taught university classes. I've had more student teachers than I can count. I've had professors coming in with their classes. We were like a place for people to come and observe. And I always had an open door in my room. And I was always like, I just have, one rule. The kids are going to rope you in, and you got to just go along with it, because there would be grown-ups in there, and they'd be like, come on over here and read with us, and they would put them to work. And I love swatch channels. Trust me, I need the swatches. I love the swatches. I'm not a great swatcher. You guys know that. I do my best, but clearly I'm not in like the top 10% of swatch videos. I tried on Instagram, trying to show everybody what's new and what's coming. Well, guess what? There are already those people in place that do a very, very good job of that. Swatches are so time consuming. And let me just say, yours were amazing. You did that whole gigantic Vizier Pro palette, and your swatches were chef's kiss perfect. And my attempt at figuring out what way my arm goes and stuff is just not what people asked for when it comes to swatches. But I do have things that I like to say about the makeup, and I think that I can bring a perspective that other people may not agree with or whatever, but I usually have an opinion about the makeup. And as someone who loves to educate, has taught university classes, taught adults, I've taught adult literacy, I've taught adults how to use the internet. Oh, well, they were gorgeous. I prefer not to do swatches. Well, only a couple of comparisons anyway. I agree, Maria, because you are more about showing us the makeup, putting on the makeup, and doing makeup so beautifully and making us want all the makeup that you're putting on. I love it. And I like those kind of things too. I need to start doing some of those, using your makeup kind of videos. What I realized was there's a whole universe that hasn't been tapped yet, and that is beauty literacy. Figuring out things like what's coming, what's going on at the different retailers, what people are showing on their channels, what AI is bringing in. There are just so many pieces of the pie. We've got formulations that we're learning about, and ingredients that, they have to put niacinamide in everything. And first it was hyaluronic acid. And, the next thing is going to be this, salmon sperm, the PDRN is going to be in everything. And figuring out what's happening in the beauty space is very interesting to me, and being able to pull it in here and share it with you guys is, I think, my lane. And what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be doing 2 videos a week that are long form content. Could be a get ready with me. It could be a try on. It could be a comparison. It could be whatever it is that is really happening in my life, because I'm not good at pretending to like something, and I've never tried to pretend to like anything. At this point, I've received very few things in PR. The things that I've received, you guys know I totally believe in. And when I don't share it. I don't believe in tricking people. I don't believe in faking liking something. If something works for me, I'm going to tell you that it works for me. But if something doesn't work for me, I might tell you who it could work for. You know, like maybe there's another group that could like it. Maybe somebody, you know, Maria and I, one of us has dry skin, one of us has oily skin. So any foundation that we both share, you're going to get to see both sides. You're going to get to see what would happen on oily skin and what would happen on dry skin. I'm never going to be able to go and have a facelift. And trust me when I tell you that Felice sent me a picture of Martha Stewart the other day and video where I was like, they're definitely airbrushing her. Like, what's going on? And I've seen pictures of Kris Jenner also. I thought that both of them had like those magical facelifts. Demi Moore, Lindsay Lohan, like they're all getting like all of this stuff now and no one's aging and it's crazy. Yes, I might try a foundation that is too radiant and or glowy for me, but I can still appreciate it and say who it would suit. Yes. Maria, I'm telling you, I want to do a podcast. I want to go live with you. We both bring these totally different worlds, you know, of what's going on in our faces, but we both have great taste. So I think we'd have a lot to say together. My point is I think that my lane is going to be sharing the things that I find out that are going on, these things that I unearth, how the Ulta marketplace, you know, all of the things that we've been talking about here, it all is beauty and it is all interesting. And the conversations that we have in here, even sometimes when they're about nothing, are really comforting. And this group right here, us, there are a few people missing tonight. This is going to be a separate thing that we will keep, and it is going to stay this way. It's like our private place. When I start to expand and to do the other videos, I will be having lives because I think that they're really important and not just to sell things. I mean, I'm seeing a lot of QR codes on a lot of accounts, and I think it helps people because you can walk up to the TV and click on it, and you can be a part of that person's income. You give them, you know, their small percentage that they're getting because it doesn't cost you anything, and you obviously love them enough to watch them. And when they recommend something, you trust them and you know that it's going to be something that will be good for you. Usually, the majority, we're trying to show you. And there are going to be so many changes this year with AI. And as a Gen X person, hi, Rebecca. We're just talking about all the changes in my new lane. Rebecca, have you found that you can control your algorithm now on Instagram? Because we just worked on that also. Have you or have you not? Because I have, and you for sure have the new feature. You can control your reels now. You can control your algorithm more. I'm not saying completely because I don't believe that, but I think that you can avoid a lot of things that you don't want to see and add to the things you do. So I'm going to do a video just on this space that I'm carving out for us and for everybody. This will stay like this. And then I will have a bigger live. You guys will be like, we'll have to set up like just a separate way to communicate, like through Instagram or whatever. Only the best, that whole group. I don't want to lose the intimacy that we have here and the trust and all of the good things that we have here. It is exciting. It's going to be a really nice thing to be able to like be focused on beauty and trying to look at big picture of things and what's happening and trends and news. And there's just so many things to worry about. And yes, I'll review things, but not like Rebecca. I mean, Rebecca is a review queen. She has every new release, and the tariff thing is killing her because our whole supply chain is a disaster. And she used to be the first one out of the gate every single time, reviewing, showing us, do we want to buy it? And it's been harder for her, and I know that. And a lot of creators are feeling that right now in the United States. It is true. It does suck. But there are creators that are emerging. I mean, Rebecca has teamed up with Hannah in the UK because guess what, guys? She can get everything right now, and she gets it right away. And for somebody like Rebecca that has been in the game, not even this game, editorial work for so long, and then had to pivot to YouTube, and now she can't get product. They used to give her so much product that she would beg the people at the preschool that her kids were at, please take some makeup from me. There was just so much of it when you worked at a magazine or in a newspaper or at some kind of professional fashion establishment. Of course, they were bringing their product to you because they were dying for you to talk about it. And it wasn't like, hey, we're going to pay you to talk about our new lipstick. It was like, you might get lucky enough that an editor will write about your product. And oh, the tables have turned. And now when YouTube started up, there were a few people like Elisa Eldridge that came on and just taught. And of course, there was Tati, who I feel like everybody's first was kind of like Tati. And she would get on and she would show you the makeup and she would do the looks and it was all wow, wow. And all of a sudden, there were all these people that were really interested in makeup. And then it was, you know, that 1.0, the craziness that went on, the Lauras and the Patrick Stars and just that whole group, Jeffree Star, all of them. And then COVID and TikTok. Yes, Rebecca, COVID and TikTok changed it all. All of a sudden, everybody was home and everybody was bored and everybody got on TikTok and danced, right? All of a sudden, we had to communicate with each other and figure out how to do it on the screen. Now we have telemedicine going strong. You can see your doctor online or a doctor online. Amazing. You can have a meeting with someone who lives in New Zealand. If you're in Chicago, you know, you can see your grandchildren. You can see your children on a screen. You know where they are all the time. I don't know if that's good or bad, but for us, it's great because we got to do all the crazy stuff and there was no camera that was going to pop out and your kid was not going to go viral and ruin their life in 1 second. It's really scary out there right now. And AI, I feel like, is one of those things that you just don't know. Like, I think about the movie I, Robot. Have you guys seen I, Robot with, who's in it? Oh my God, I'm blanking. What's his name? iRobot. Somebody knows. Yes, Will Smith. Thank you very much. I feel like so many companies are rushing to prioritize PR exclusively for influencers with 5 or 6 figure followings. Am I alone in feeling this way? You are not. But let me say this. There is going to be a huge divide between trying to get the millennial and older dollars and the future dollars that are coming from Gen Alpha and Gen Z. What do I mean? Those of us who are in Gen X, what they're finding is that we want nostalgia. Look at Mac right now. Nobody was looking at Mac. And all of a sudden they were having this reemergence of all of these things that, you know, that we, here, where's my lip thing? I thought it was up here. I don't know. They're coming out with all the lipsticks, the nudes again. And think about the looks that have been lately with the dark liner and the light on the inside. Do they think it's new? It's not new. We've done it. We miss the in-person experience. We miss the brick and mortar. We miss the surprise. There's a new collection at the cosmetic counter that the lady is going to show to us. There's no surprises anymore. They are SKU by SKU by SKU, getting drops all the time, and it's constant, and it's a lot. And it's a lot for us. However, when you look at Gen Z and Gen Alpha, they are now developing products purposely to not only be gorgeous or whatever it is and effective, if it's a skincare thing, it has to be something that's going to be able to go viral. It's going to have to be something that looks good when influencers, I'm calling them that, influencers are trying it on because it's bumpy and glow in the dark and sparkly and a weird, it's all this weird shit. I'm sorry, but that's never going to be the reason why any of us wants to buy anything, right? Thus, yes, the black peel-off lip liner, purposefully black, correct. It has to be shocking. It has to be something that people are going to watch. Like they're showing now like these like slimy looking, stretchy face washes that are green and purple. I agree. Definitely feel a schism between the beauty community. There is. But let me say one thing for sure. You know who has the most money right now? Because it's not Gen Alpha and Gen Z. That's their future money. They have to put their insurance policy in place. They have to hook them while they're young. Don't even get me started about that whole like skincare for babies with the face masks things, because I'll go insane. I'm seeing consumers that are tired of the gimmicky products. That would be us. I don't care if something peels off. I don't really care how my lip liner gets there. I just want it to be there and I want it to be pretty. I don't care if it's slimy. I want it to be pretty. I want something that I want to pick up that has a really awesome magnet that's not going to come out my purse. I want a color that looks beautiful, that applies evenly and is gorgeous and hides my lines and is blurring. Do I care if when the person that's showing it to me can get on, standing on their head and surprising me and getting my attention for 3 seconds to show me some shocking new makeup product? That's never going to be us. And you are going to start to see that there are going to be 2 very different directions that companies are going to have to go in right now. They're going to have to get their bills paid by the old people. I'm including myself in that group, millennials and up. And I'm not even talking older millennials. I'm talking about the fact that they're all turning 40 very soon or have. The people that are young, that are just getting into the makeup game, are all about the viral. These things that get on the internet and they sizzle for very, very, very short periods of time, and then they're gone. Okay? Because the space is taken up by the next thing, and then that's gone. And it's this constant in and out waves of, oh my God, I have to have it. Oh my God, it's the greatest thing. Everybody's doing it right now. Mom, please, 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 I need this. No, like, stop. I can completely with you on this. I want collectible pieces like Lisa Eldridge lipsticks. Yes. Yes, please, on Lisa Eldridge. Yes, please, on formulas that blur, like the Prada eyeshadows. Yes, please, on mascaras that don't flake on me, that don't give me dark circles. Yes, on the tubing. Yes, on a stretchy concealer. Do I care if it's going to be green and then sparkly and then turns into like something else and color changes on me? No. But if it's going to cover up my wrinkles, sure. Okay. Where do I sign up? We have so many different needs here. Companies are always going to put money into the young people because they have to hook them early to keep them in the game. They got to have some skin in the game. What we want and what they want are very different, which is why when you go on TikTok and you're even just to see something, like if you can't find a product on YouTube, but damn well that company's been giving out PR and there are going to be people on TikTok with it, guess what you do? You go over there and you suck it up for a minute. And then you go see all these people jumping around and dancing. And then you're like, oh my God, I just really wanted to see the eyeshadow swatches. Can somebody please just show them to me? And then you're like, I'll just wait. I'm just going to wait. That's me. Which is ironic because the very people criticizing overconsumption and pollution are often the ones contributing. Yes. Everybody should have to see the Netflix show that they did about overconsumption and all the clothing. I just read that Zara is completely changing their whole entire business model. They want to be not with the fast fashion people anymore. They want to look at more sustainable, longer lasting, better pieces kind of thing. We'll see if it works. I guess if you throw enough spaghetti at the, wall, something's going to stick eventually. I just feel like companies are going to have to realize that a person who has maybe, first of all, people aren't following people. I forgot that part. People aren't following, people aren't liking. You know what it is? It's views. They are looking at views right now. They want to know how many eyes have seen your whatever it is. So if you only have 1,000 subscribers, but you're getting 5,000 views, companies are going to like that. But you're going to have to stick your neck out and tell them that you're interested and show them what you have to offer them. That is where you're going to be able to get PR now, not automatically from TikTok. And once they work with you, they will be your partner. But getting that PR is not going to be an easy thing because there are going to be some extra steps that we're going to have to take. I know for a fact that Rebecca has never had to ask for anything. She is a real editor and product comes to her. And then there's people like, I don't know, somebody huge, like that girl that started Pivot, whatever her name is, on TikTok with the Boston accent. Everybody knows who she is. And she gets mountains of PR. What the heck are people even doing with all that stuff? People want to know what people are doing with that stuff. After Morgan showed us her closet of skincare, people want to know what they're doing. So it's funny, like Rebecca and I had a conversation about this. Rebecca donates things. Rebecca gives things to friends. They were talking at one point. I can't remember what channel it was. Maybe, I don't know. Might have been Charlotte Holcroft. I'm not sure because I know she just did a video on this, but she was talking about how could you partner up with a smaller creator that has similar coloring so you can send them things. But also, I don't think companies are doing as much giant paper and crazy wasteful PR anymore. But some people get like every shade of a concealer or every shade of a foundation, and you're just never going to be able to use that yourself. You're going to have to do that with somebody else. You're going to have to donate it. You have to have a place to go. Like Rebecca uses women's shelters. And, when the fires happened in LA, she donated a bunch of stuff for those people. We're accountable. I'm not furious that my dentist has all the samples of floss and Invisalign. Exactly. Because your dentist knows exactly what to use. I hate to say this, but I'm genuinely surprised that Zara has pivoted like this. I know, because they can't keep up with the fast fashion anymore. No one's shopping it in a store. The other problem, and I'm seeing this firsthand, my friend who has the boutique is likely going to close. And she made it through COVID. But what's happening is that the boomers are gone or have moved away, or they're just not buying a lot of clothes anymore. And everybody younger than us shops online. Two things that are going to happen this year. Number one, you're going to have a cutoff date for a lot of these retailers where your returns from the holiday will only be accepted by a certain date. After that, no. Other companies are going to start charging restocking fees. So if you're the kind of person that orders 6 pairs of shoes and sends back 5, you're going to pay restocking fees on those 5 shoes. Oh, people are going to be back in brick and mortar stores again. You mark my words. It is going to be a reckoning this year. And I want to share that with you. I want to watch that. I want to talk about it. And I want to let people know what's happening. This is just people who are jealous, frankly. It is. It would be lovely, lovely to have so many things coming to you. But I would really rather have a good relationship with a brand where they know if I like something, I'm going to share it. And if I don't, I'm going to say who it's for, unless I don't think, like Rebecca said, like last year, she always does a meh video because we're into mid on this when we talk. She does a meh video, like makeup that was just meh. There wasn't very much meh this year. Makeup has gotten pretty good. I'm just going to say this because it's editorial speaking. I think Urban Decay is missing out on this whole rebirth that we see going on right now, like with MAC. All you have to do is give us things that remind us of our youth and we're going to buy it, I swear, I think if they bring back Love's Baby Soft, we'd all be like, well, maybe, maybe I could just put it out because it's so cute. there's so much more to the beauty space than what meets the eye. And just even talking about the PR thing really sheds light on stuff for people. They don't know. Yes, thanks to influencers who buy items solely to return them, they've negatively impacted the return policies. They've changed a lot of it, haven't they? Sephora had to go down to 30 days. I will tell you, Nordstrom gets my dollars anytime something launches. It's at multiple retailers. I'm going to Nordstrom. Why? No nonsense returns. Except now we have to watch to make sure it's not something from the marketplace. Because if it is, that's Nordstrom.com and not Nordstrom. So who even knows? What I'm saying is that it's complicated out there. There are a lot of layers and a lot of things going on. I know, I love Nordstrom too. And I'm so happy that they're a private company again, because they don't have to listen to a big board of people that are investors and make them happy. They own it again. It's theirs. And whoever's on their board is their problem, you know? Neiman Marcus and Bergdorf Goodman and Saks are one entity. And we're already seeing that Macy's is going to have restocking fees and cutoff days and a whole bunch of stuff. There were a bunch of people that posted their dates. I will link that in my stories again for you guys. But it's really going to be even more crucial, kind of like what they do in the, like I know the people in the UK, they can't even return makeup anywhere, ever. They have to watch and look so carefully to make sure that they're going to like something, because if they don't, it's literally a loss. Like that's gone. That money is just gone. It's not like, oh, I'll just find something else. No, they don't get to do that. And I don't know what it's like in New Zealand. Maybe Maria can tell us, but people are going to need Rebecca and people are going to need Sylvia to do these really in-depth reviews. And people are going to need to be aware of what's happening in the space and what's coming, why, what's happening, what's going on. People need to know all of this stuff. Yes, I am going to have 2026 is my year to be intentional. And I really hope that you guys want to come with me, because I want to spend money like a normal human being. No one needs this much makeup. Obviously a little different because I'm trying stuff for you, with you. I think that that's the biggest thing in my classroom that I think was the most important foundation was that I considered myself to be a facilitator and a co-learner. The minute that a teacher is done learning, they should just retire. I never taught the same year twice because I never had the same kids twice. I made sure that everybody was met where they are. And I want to do this with you and not to you or for you, if that makes sense. Michelle, seriously though, I'm not interested in pushing products without intention, purpose, or genuine belief in them. I agree. And we know, Sylvia, that you are pure of heart in this, but I'm sorry. Wayne Goss did a really funny video where he was like, he's like, I've been doing makeup my whole life and nothing's ever made me go, ah! You know, like they act like they're so obsessed with this skin tint that you can't live without. I can't, like, who can even watch that? Like, it's true. You guys have seen it. I know you have. And believe me, I've been excited about some makeup before. I've been excited about some skincare. I mean, I'll go on and on about this thing that looks like what Maria was dying. I was calling the speed stick because it's from Suku and because you can bring it on an airplane and just keep hydrating. And I love it. And I will tell you that I love it because I really love it and I'm really using it. And if I'm really loving it and using it, maybe you would like to also. But if you don't have to click, you know, like you don't have to feel like you have to buy something because I like it or anyone. I see these people who consider themselves to be influencers. I see them doing lives and I see people buying product from their QR code, but also giving them super chats. Why does that person need a super chat if they have that many followers and that many purses and that much makeup and or whatever it is? It's like, I get it. You want to be liked by this person. Okay. You don't have to pay them money as a super chat. I don't get it. I don't want to be super chatted. You know, like I just want to share the beauty, to share the fun, to laugh at this stuff with you. And to find the things that are really good and celebrate it and get excited about stuff. You know, like nothing that we buy next year, makeup wise, should be something that you feel unsure about. Have you ever like gone back and forth when you're trying on an outfit in a store and you're like, I don't know, not really sure. What do you guys think? Does my butt look big? You know, like that whole thing. If you don't love it, you should not buy it. And I tell people that all the time at mini store. If you try something on and you're not sure, don't buy it. Because the next thing that you try on that you love, that's when you pull the trigger. That's when you want something. When you see something and the people that you trust are sharing it with you, it's a lot different than being influenced. Like, I just hate that word. I am going to be a collaborator and a co-learner. And I'm going to be right here with you guys. I am going to go through the paces of how something is tested or what we look at, or even let you know the things that I care about with something. Because for me, I'm going to need something very, very different than somebody who has oily skin. But I can certainly tell you, like, if something is very matte and that is what you're looking for, that might be your cup of tea and that's fantastic. But you should also find somebody with skin like yours and see how it applies. You know what I mean? So many people get into debt over temporary things. It's heartbreaking. It is. The woman who wrote Confessions of a Shopaholic with Isla Fisher, she was in the movie. It was a book first, and she actually passed away this past week or weekend. I can't remember. I think it was this past week. Young. She had a brain tumor. I watched the movie again. And it just, the overconsumption stuff is pervasive in so many places in a woman's life. I hate the videos that talk about people being hoarders and that kind of stuff. I don't think that you're hoarding. I think that we've been conditioned to get on this train, and every time it stops, we're supposed to get something. It's just not real life. Nobody needs 3 different blushes that are the same color. I'm looking into finding or developing an app that will catalog all of your makeup for you, that you can just take you can do this with ChatGPT now, actually. You can go and take a picture of your makeup and it'll identify it. You can double check to see what it is. And you can, when you're at a store, say, do I have anything like this new NARS blush in whatever fantastic name they're going to come up with? Because you can count on NARS to really keep going with their theme. And it will tell you, you have 3 blushes that are that color, and you have 2 cream blushes that are that color. AI is going to be something that we can't be scared of, because we need it to help us navigate what AI is doing, if that makes any sense. Like, you're going to need AI to help figure out AI. It just seems so wrong on so many levels. Like, I just want to go get on my bicycle and ride until it gets dark outside and go play with my friends outside, and my mom with the phone cord through the kitchen. You remember life before all of this, but none of them know this life. So things will change this year, Sylvia. I do think that brands will see the people who are getting views and are building communities, and that they have a group of people that, not that follow you, that actually interact with you. For a lot of people to be making a sale, they're still going to look at those numbers, fine. But there are also companies that are like, you know what? We're coming out with a lip liner that hides wrinkles. Like when you put it on, it just skates over them. Who are they going to look at for that? They're going to look at this demographic. And we're going to be there for it. We're not going anywhere anytime real soon. They're going to have to deal with us for a while. So I just think we're going to have to kind of get through this time and navigate it together. And I just want to do that in a very intentional way. I want to love my makeup again. I want to get excited about it. I want to get ready in the morning and be like, ooh, you know what I'm going to put on today? You get so fixated on what's in front of you. I looked over today and I was like, I haven't had this on in so long, and I love this. Like, products that you just haven't had on your skin for a while, but that you don't know why you stopped using it. You love it, whatever it is. And as the seasons change, sometimes it's easy to pull things out. But unless my concealer is really the wrong color, or it's, emphasizing texture, you should finish it. How many masks does a person need to put on their face? How many serums does a person need? That's only something that you can decide, right? And what I want to do is show you how I'm going to make those decisions, so that hopefully it will help you guys be intentional also and not feel so out of control. Michelle, my audience is amazing. They constantly interact with me, each other, and even trust my opinion in the reviews, because you are really good at what you do and you're very honest. And I think people are looking for integrity, authenticity, someone who's down to earth. I mean, everybody has to decide for themselves. It's like, it's such a personal thing, but I would rather have a couple things that are really awesome and amazing and exciting and I want to use them and I'm like wild about them than a whole sea of meh or mid or whatever it is that we want to call it. Not to change the subject, but I have to know your thoughts on the new Westman Atelier blush. Seriously, I need to know. It's not cool toned like I thought it was, but it's beautiful. This color is cool, fairly cool. This color, you know, like I told everybody, is a warm pink, but this formula, it could be any color and I'd wear it. It's so beautiful and blurring. I love it. Do you love it? Because I love it. I don't think that she's put out one duo that I don't like. And I think this one could be one of my favorites. I think it's perfect for this time of year. What do you think, Sylvia? Has anybody else bought this yet or tried it or anything? You know what goes really well with this? Garcon. It's been bugging me because so many of the things that she has have matching, you know, things. Here is, I'm swatching this heavily for you. This is Garcon, the blush. And I'm going to put Garcon, the highlighter, above it. Because I have it on. It's very heavily swatched, just so you guys can see it. So look at how nicely that goes together. And literally, take a little bit of the pink first, just kind of put it up high. I'm so not into bronzer right now. I don't know why, but I'm kind of liking more of like a blushy look. And then what I did was I took the lid up stick in Garcon and kind of tapped it around just to get like kind of a glossier look. I mean, it is the holidays and I'm wearing a lot of sparkles, so gloss and sparkles. That's why I have nothing on my lips. And then what I did was I just took the blush that's Garcon just to like, you know, kind of take the powdery down. It just goes so well together. And she does so many things, like she's got pop it in one, pop it in the other, coquette in one, coquette in the other. I feel like this will come, but for now, I think Garcon is great. I do. I've been wearing this duo every single day. It is. It's so great. That's how I felt with the Hermes too. Like I was wearing it like every single day, and this kind of made me kind of transition a little. Your hubby loves it on you too. That makes it even better. I spotlighted Garcon in my recent Substack article. It's one of my favorite cream blushes. It is a gorgeous color, truly. And it just, this whole situation is so this time of year, you know. I really like it. I wanted to ask you guys what you thought about the new sale that Victoria Beckham has today. If you buy 3 or more things, you're going to get 20% off. I thought she was done. Did you think she was done? I thought she was done. If she's not done, that makes me a little bit scared for the other brands, which I think is probably a good thing for us. I would say that I haven't looked at my inbox yet, but if I had to be a betting woman, that there's a lot of sales that started today. Let's take a look. I'm going to go into my Shop My. If you guys don't know this, you can get your own Shop My account now, and you can like shop through it and put people that you are interested in, people that you watch. You can have them like in your feed. Let's see what happened today. Okay. Okay, sales. Not a ton on Shop My. Anybody know of any sales that have got going today? Because I haven't even looked at emails today. There's going to be an avalanche. And everybody's like holding on for dear life right now. And what's going to happen is we're going to reach a point where shipping is not going to be guaranteed before the holiday. And then it's just going to be the Wild West. I have yet to purchase anything from VBB. I'm not even sad about it. Wow. Really? I have to say I really like her stuff. I really do. For the most part. I'm not thrilled with what she's been doing with this sale stuff, but it is a business. I get that the point is to make money. And trust me, I would like to make money doing this also. But I don't want to make it unless something is that good and you want it. So many sales. VBB, Chantecaille, Blue Mercury, Macy's, One Size, and more. Okay, sounds like an avalanche of sales to me. Thank you, Felice. So we have VBB at 20 off. What's Chantecaille at, like 25? Let's take a look. All right, Blue Mercury is 20% off of 200 or more, 40% off bundles, 12% off SkinCeuticals, Last Chance 20 off 200, 20 off higher dose. If anybody's looking for that LED stuff, that's pretty good. Like they have that blanket. I want that blanket. Speaking of blankets, Lola Blankets just did a collab with oh my God. I'm looking. I hate my menopause brain sometimes. It's just like oof. They are doing a collab right now with they're having more sales too. With Aviator Nation. Thank you, Aviator Nation. So they have like lightning bolt ones now. So if you have any boys or anybody that's into like 70s kitsch, really cute blankets right now. And I bought the weighted one and I didn't think I liked it, but I like it. Has anybody ever tried a weighted blanket before? I still love the original Lola because it kind of hugs you and it's stretchy. But that thing on top of you is like very soothing. I don't know. I understand like why somebody who's feeling out of control like would want that. You know, like a lot of kids that are on the spectrum feel really good with like weighted things and that kind of pressure. It's very relaxing. What's Chantecaille offering? They 25 off site wide. Wow. For Doubles Day. Oh, is it what? What's Doubles Day? Isn't that 11/11? It wasn't that like last month? Like, I don't get it. What the heck's Doubles Day? Am I just clueless? The tennis metaphor should be right in your court, Felice. No pun intended. Macy's is doing one. What are they at 15? Oh, Macy's. Macy's has having a big sale. Now, be very careful because you're going to have, you like that, Felice? Oh, 12/12. I know, I don't get it. Doubles Day? You had the same reaction? We all think alike. One brain. So they're having 20 to 50% off of beauty. How is that possible? 30 off of every 150. 30 off of every 150 doesn't sound that great. 30 off. So 60 off of 300. I mean, I guess. What you're going to start to see is all the stuff that's labeled for holiday or was made for holiday, they got to get it out of the store because they're busting to get in all your spring stuff. I like refuse to put any of it on my page. It has to wait. I'm sorry. Like I will tell you that I'm very excited to see some color over at Guerlain. That new palette looks like a fun spring fling. And I look forward to it because they have not had a color story that's spoken to me in a while. So I'm excited. They took away my favorite palette also. If you can find Imperial Moon anywhere, I am a highly recommend on it. When it comes to a great quad for like any dressy occasion and you would like a smoky eye, this palette delivers everything. And I know you can still find this online. It's a lot of places. It's a nice inky black. And then you have this beautiful silvery color. You've got a taupe. And then kind of like a peachy nude for a matte. But this just looks so elegant and expensive on the eye. And you can really make a beautiful look. Even if you don't use the black or if you just smoke out the edge. It's such a pretty palette. I was talking to my friend Andrew, who works for Guerlain, and I said, Guerlain is restoring my faith in humanity that makeup can be not beige and can be fun again. And he's like, yeah, he's like, there's really good stuff coming. So I thought that was a definite positive. I want to just pull up. We'll look at one thing. We'll go to Amit's page because Amit knows everything that's going on. And anybody who wants to know what's happening in the beauty community, get on her email list because she's got it going on. I gotta pull this down before I can pull this up. Here we go. I mean, denim flower. You love it. I can't wait. And the meteorites are so cute with the little daisies and those lipstick cases. Like, that gets me excited. And I don't mind telling you that that gets me excited. I am interested in the spring collection. I know I'm a beige girl. There is something about that color combination that is just a yes for me. And I'm not like a pastel lover, but that denim blue, I keep thinking about the denim blue liner that I have from VBB, the blue jeans. It's just such a great blue, and I'm very looking forward to this palette. Yes. Am I like the only one? Because I'm going to buy it. That I know. The blue got you? I know. It's not even the pink. Like, if I just look at the blue with the other two colors, I love a denim. I love jeans. I mean, I wear jeans literally like every day. Love jeans. It's just, I just think it's a fun looking palette. What are your thoughts, guys? Do we like it? I definitely like the way those meteorites look. That could be very brightening in a good kind of a way. That blue is going to take some of that yellow away. In those cases, I mean, I love the case. And I don't even buy their cases anymore because the lipsticks were too heavy for me. I can't carry them around. It's ironic. I normally can't stand pink, yet I still find myself wanting the meteorites. There's something about meteorites that you cannot explain the magic of, and I'm not even going to try, but they just somehow enliven your face, don't they? They do something special. I'm so underwhelmed by these that came out. Is he like, I don't get it. Everybody's had lip balms for how long? It's weird that it was just coming out with the lip balm. And he almost had me like think, maybe, I don't know. And then they're all scented. No thanks. There's so many lip balms now. It is a random drop. It really is just, This got my attention too. Like, I think this is so pretty. I don't understand the correctors though, because in a dropper form, I don't know who would be putting purple on their whole face or orange on their whole face or green on their whole face. I feel like, how does that, it's so messy. And don't you like a thicker texture, they had it going on with the concealer style color correctors, I think. But when you start doing stuff like this, it reminds me of like what Ismaya tried to do, and those were a disaster. You can't put color corrector on your whole face, or your whole face all is the same thing, but with color corrector. Oh my God, Sylvia, we're on the same wavelength. I don't understand it as Amaya's. It's not that I don't understand, but I don't understand the format, and I don't understand this format. But these eyeshadows look they're not impressing me on the model, but I really don't care what this picture looks like. Those eyeshadows are not horribly warm or horribly cool. I feel like it's a very neutral palette. I'm kind of into it. You think Amit asked that question? What question? What question? Who's going to put color corrector all over their face? Who asked for this? I don't know. People love their lipsticks. They're certainly delivering on color these days. And they have new directions, so yay. Felice, feel better. We love you. Call me tomorrow or text me tomorrow and let me know how your dad is doing and just general Florida stuff, and I'll complain about how cold it is. Okay? Sweet dreams. No, I asked Amit if the Givenchy correction should be similar to the Maya's. That's funny. I like a lot of things from Charlotte, but I've never, other than this foundation stick, I haven't really connected with her on complexion. This will be an interesting launch. Hopefully she'll have a decent shade range and that it'll be a good one. You're going to listen as long as you can put the phone down. Okay. Does anyone want to sing? Could we take like a 2-minute potty break? Because I need to run and go use the ladies' room. I'll leave this up. You guys can chit chat for a minute. Don't go away. I will be right back. Hello, everybody. Okay. So looking at Amit's feed tells me that we've got a lot in store for us in 2026. And we'll get there eventually. Right? So are people done holiday shopping, or are we cramming holiday shopping? Who's done, who's not done? Has anybody found like a really cool gift this year that they're excited about? I know a lot of us were still waiting for suggestions. I saw The Cut from New York Magazine had a lot of lists of things to buy. It's not like there isn't a feed going on, but at least now we're going to have a little bit more control on Instagram, and I like that. I like that a lot. When they roll out these changes where you can control your algorithm, I think it's kind of a big one. You would think that they would promote it more. You have a few gifts to purchase and then you're done. It's such a good feeling to be done. It's hard at this time of the year because people have a lot of expenses. You have a lot of things. It's a lot of people's end of their fiscal year for their business, or, you know, like there's just a lot that goes into December. A lot of people to gift, a lot of people to tip out. Your hair person, your nail person, you know, it's that time of year. So is anybody going to any parties? Does anybody have like looks that they're thinking about that they're excited to put on? Is there makeup that you're looking forward to wearing? Did anybody pick up the Patrick Todd duos this year? Because to me, those are like my party everything. I feel like everything that we're going to be doing in December is nothing that I thought we were going to be doing in December because we're going to be here. And I know I'm complaining about the cold, but it's not like normal cold in Chicago right now. It's like extra cold. It's like January cold, not December cold. I don't know. I am going to complain about it though, because it's not even the first day of winter yet, officially. I want to take a look. Is anyone buying gadgets? Because if you are into beauty gadgets, Penn Smith from Penn Smith Skincare, she got a bunch of brands to bring back their Black Friday deals on a lot of it was tech, some skincare, but a lot of it was tech. And if you check out her page and you sign up for her newsletter, you can get right into it. And I love her. I trust her. I think she's amazing. And she's got some really good deals with the brands right now. Here, I'll tell you. She's got My Sama half off, which is code BBBF. They've sold out, but they're pre-ordering for after the holidays. She's got Photozyme 35 off, Higher Dose 20 off. She's got Zip. Here we go. She's got Zip. It doesn't say how much the discount is, but you get a discount when you click, and there's free gel. My Sama's 32 to 50% off. Higher dose 20 off singles, 30 off bundles. Nua 20% off. Photozyme Skincare 35% off. Regelica 30% off. Revive 30% off. Dermalect 25. Elemis 30. She's got some good deals. Check her out. PENN Smith Skincare. She's great. What else? I'm going to be ordering the new permanent palette from Suku. Hopefully gonna get some information on what they're coming out with for spring. There are going to be some new singles, and I saw the palette. Looks very mellow and pretty. I'm kind of looking forward to makeup sort of having a more than a clean girl aesthetic moment. Have a little fun again. I like that. It's going to be nice. What else? Sales, shopping, staying warm. BK Beauty's on Ulta now. You can use your 20% off coupon on that. Everybody should have 120% off at Ulta, and the one at Sephora ends on the 14th. And then they'll probably email a whole bunch of people that didn't shop and give them another 20% off. And I did see that fragrance is going to be 25% off. Is that right? 25 or 20? Sephora is going to have fragrance when this other thing ends. But I can't remember what the sale is. YSL has some good gift sets right now that are on sale. Oh, I know what I wanted to say. Message me about BK. Okay. Sylvia, I had a question for you. Oh, what colors of the Lip Siggy are you recommending? Because I know that everyone hates the name. I don't want to hear about the name anymore. I just want to hear about the formula, which you said is great. It's like a balmy lipstick, but it builds and the color's really good. But what colors are the good colors? Because I feel like some of them are sold out. Yeah, the one that I want is out of stock. It's called Love Bites. Let me pull this up. I think on Sunday, I'm going to do a video on things that I've really liked or really good deals that I can find. I'm going to take some, because I'm not going out tomorrow. It's just going to be way too cold. And I'm just, no. Where I would go shopping has outdoor access and it's not like a mall. So no, I'm not going shopping. Plus it's going to be too crazy shopping. Okay. I got to remove this. Okay, so let's start with the first one here. It's called Tickled Pink. That almost looks like it has like a coral vibe to it. Have you tried all of the colors? It's a very pretty color though. It's like fresh. It's a fresh pink. Her team informed you that it's not expected to return until late December, early January. Oh, that shade? Okay, well then I'm not going to wait to place an order, but I do want to know like what you think about these colors. So we've got Tickled Pink. We have a warm red. Can you make these sheer or like more pigmented depending on what? Tickled Pink is your favorite shade. It looks like your lips, but better. Okay, hold on. Let me put that one in my cart. Okay. See, I'm co-learning here. Very natural. Yes, they're buildable. Can you get sheer coverage though? If you want sheer? We have Slow Burn. That looks like a very warm tone to me. A pretty, I don't know what to call that. Burnt pink. You can absolutely get sheer coverage. You do it all the time. Well, that tells me everything. And it's hydrating and it's thin. The aesthetic is great. And I have to say the price point at $26 seems very reasonable for a lipstick, doesn't it? After paying, I don't know what it is that we're paying anymore. I don't even want to know. Crush, that looks gorgeous. Sheer Cool Berry Rose, I'm in. Okay, let's put Crush in the cart. I have to say First Base is the one also that I'm very excited about. Did she ever come out with Love Bites or did that one just not get released yet? I think I shared this info on your recent post around the gram. Okay, let's go to the gram. Cherry Pie is the brightest color. Did you review all of these? Because I just haven't been online and I don't know. Sorry. Overdrive. That's warm. That is a, what? She's calling that a cool taupe. And to me, I look at that and that seems warm. Love Bites was released. I think it sold out twice. Okay. Lose My Breath. That's a nice red. That's like a blue red. Let me find you on Instagram. Have you reviewed all these yet? Why is my Instagram not loading? You pull this down. See how it's not loading? It's weird. Do I just have like too much open? I'm gonna reload it. Is it further down? I haven't posted a detailed review on Substack, just a quickie on Insta. Okay. I don't know what is going on with Instagram right now. Let me close some of these. Okay. Am I going the right direction here? Is this it? No, that's mascara. Most recent. Haha, the one that says MPH and has the lip stickies on it that didn't load. Okay. The Lip Siggy Sheer Lipstick Balm performs exactly as its name suggests, a true balm. Even so, it builds like a lipstick. It begins as a soft, just listen to the way she describes this. Like, tell me you wouldn't be like, okay, I'll take it. It begins as a soft, sheer veil of color, then layers into an effortless, chic, and richly pigmented finish. I will literally only use MPH's underpainting palette all over the face, add some Kulfi Beauty mascara, and complete my polished look with some overtime lip liner that's topped off with any shade of the Lip Siggies. Formulated with squalane, hyaluronic acid, raspberry seed oil, peptides, and other skin-loving ingredients, this balm delivers a nourishing slip, love that truly sets it apart from anything else in my collection. This is quite a review. Once you experience these on your lips, you quickly realize no other balm quite measures up. I'm not kidding. I haven't been able to put these lippies down, and they've traveled everywhere with me. Every shade is shown here. Oh, well, hello. With the exception of Love Bites, once it arrives, I'll share a full review, shade breakdown, and swatches over on Substack. Don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss it. Your most recent post, literally the first one. Yes, you can laugh. It's fine. I'll take it. This is a pretty sleek little package she's got here. Ooh, nice photography too. Well, you have quite the lineup here. Oh, hello. Oh, they are pretty, aren't they? She's really got some beautiful colors. These are gorgeous, Sylvia. Love the way you photograph them too, and the way you showed the swatch. You can like really see the texture of it. Gorgeous. These colors are beautiful. Ooh, that's cute. You have them all like living in a little house together. That's love right there. That's love. Okay, so tell us what your standout favorites are. Thank you. And I agree, Overdrive is more warm than cool. Oh, I might need to get some of these. I wasn't going to buy anything from Sephora because I'm mad at Sephora. And because I could go to her website, but then I wouldn't be getting 20% off. She's really got some pretty colors. Are her liners as good as her lipsticks? They're really pretty. I really like a balm lipstick with no scent. to me, that's like heaven. It's like the perfect combination. It's why I love the Suku so much. This is the Moisture Rich lipstick from Suku. It's a refillable. They come with a cap on them, so you can just pop them in when you are ready. And it gives a nice sheer application or builds to more of a fuller coverage. And it's hydrating and not scented. And they have beautiful colors. Some, you know, come with each release that are limited, and they also have colors that they always have. So love those. It seems like it's a very similar vibe. I just opened up a new thing of cotton. Tickle Pink is your number one. Slow Burn is a beauty too. However, I choose Tickle Pink over it. Okay. The lip liners are impeccable. My favorite is Cherry Cola. Are you a red girl? Because I can't wear red. I just feel like it's too much. I don't know. Maybe I just haven't found the right red. Although I do like the red lip balm from Phytosurgeons. So that's new for me. These are really pretty. Sylvia, you did such a beautiful job with this. In case you weren't here before, and you are here now, this is a link to Sylvia's Substack. Wait. No, it's not. Yes, it is. Is it? Wait a minute. No, it's not. Hang on. This is her Substack. Putting a link. That'll take you to her posts. She does really beautiful, I haven't read this one yet, but in-depth reviews on tons of products. She's meticulous, descriptive, shows really good photography so that you can get a real sense of the makeup. And it's not like a push, it's a show, and it's an opinion. And the thing that I like most about Sylvia's reviews is that they're authentic and detailed. So if you're looking to be intentional in 2026, I think this is a really good one to know about. And Substack is going to be more and more important, I think, because the printed word is sadly not in as many places as it should be. And I like Sylvia, and all of you do too, so follow her. Go subscribe to her Substack. All right, you guys, I am beat. It is the end of a long week. I will be coming on Sunday, and I'll figure out what I'm doing. But I do want everyone to know that I hope you are all nice and toasty at home, cuddled up under blankets, and that you're not cold this weekend, wherever you are. And if you have any questions, thoughts, concerns, anything that you want to share with me that you didn't share here, you can always send me a DM or a message on, you can write something on YouTube if you want. I'll see it. The fastest way probably is a DM on Instagram. I lose my breath over cherry pie. Cherry pie is beautiful, but I prefer my reds with stronger pigmentation. That said, I am not saying this red lacks pigmentation at all. Oh, of course, Sylvia. Of course. Feel free to message me. Go read Substack right now. It's a great little bedtime story for you. I'm sending lots of love to all of you. Thank you guys for being here. It was nice hanging out tonight. And hopefully you're going to take care of your Instagram. Make sure that you're got the latest updates. Sometimes you need to restart your phone. Go on your reels. As soon as you find those little hearts, you can click it and change what you're seeing. Hopefully. Good night, everyone. Sweet dreams, everybody. See you Sunday. Lots of love. Bye, everybody. Good night.